Georgia family wants both closure and accountability amid the growing mystery of a woman's death. It has now been nearly 2 months since Debbie Collier was found dead in rural Habersham County. The latest update from the sheriff's office was on October 4th when investigators released a video showing the Athens woman leaving a Family Dollar in Clayton. Collier's son now calling on the sheriff to resign. Zach Summers here with an interview you're going to see only on Atlanta News First.
Yeah, Sean, Debbie Collier's son described his conversation with the Habersham County Sheriff as jarring and heartbreaking. He has since filed a formal complaint, is calling for the sheriff's resignation, and wants the GBI to take over the investigation.
Terribly. Absolutely terribly.
Jeffrey Bearden says he has little confidence the Habersham County Sheriff's Office is capable of investigating the death of his mother, Debbie Collier.
We are learning more about my mother's case through the media than we feel like we are getting from law enforcement directly.
Collier's partially nude and burned body was found on September 11th, a day after the 59-year-old was reported missing and her daughter received a nearly $2,400 Venmo payment with a cryptic message.
There are a lot of people that I have a lot of questions for in Habersham County.
Concerned about recent conflicting reports citing law enforcement sources, Bearden called Habersham County Sheriff Joey Terrell last Wednesday to ask for an update and address any potential leaks.
And I said, these are leaks, these are things. What is your policy? What can you do? What actions can you do to try to help me understand if these leaks are truly coming out of your office?
Bearden says Sheriff Terrell denied any leaks and snickered when he raised concerns over his family's safety throughout the investigation.
To be honest with you, it emotionally broke me to have a sheriff who's overseeing my mother's homicide investigation laugh.
The sheriff's office sent the following statement, saying in part, quote, "We can assure you that Sheriff Terrell, as well as all involved members of the sheriff's office, have nothing but respect and understanding towards the family, and that any misunderstandings regarding discussions related to this case are nothing more than just that, a misunderstanding."
Well, if it was a misunderstanding, is there a reason why I haven't heard back from them in almost a week now? It's disgusting.
The sheriff's office said it's incumbent on investigators to exhaust every theory of what may have happened to Debbie Collier. The agency said as soon as all requested information is analyzed, we can expect a full statement regarding the findings of the investigation. Rick?